Let's see here.
Pop up or there she is.
She is.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm just running from like taxes to ProStart to everything in between. Hi, Mr. Hale. How are you?
Hey, howdy. How are you?
Good. Good. Living the dream.
We have some cattle industry webinar Zooms coming up. If you want to jump on those and talk some cattle too, you're more than.
Hey, I was actually just talking to Cy. We're going to do a what's the name of the organization? It's about meat though, and I was going to actually send you a note because I'm going to talk about like the importance of farming and ranching. And
Oh, cool.
And I thought, my friends at the Beef Council, I'm going to make sure I talk a lot about beef.
Cool. Please. Thank you.
It's awesome though. We've got to, we'll keep everyone, as much as we can to keep the supply chain moving, right? All the way back
Absolutely.
to the farmers and ranchers. It's important.
Without a doubt. We got plenty of cattle out there. Plenty of beef.
I think Senator Cornyn said there's parts of our state where there's more cattle than people.
Absolutely.
Where is that? Like Amarillo?
Yeah, probably so. I would think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Especially where the feedlots are up there.
Yeah.
You got a lot of cattle up there, so absolutely.
I think we have, are we
all muted?
Yeah, we're David. Yeah, we're trying.
Someone's phone is buzzing. Someone's phone is buzzing.
I think it's my group. They keep texting. Opening
Always that Ben Barber group, loud and proud.
One team.
One team, one dream.
Thank you. I think we muted them as we were saying that. So
Yes, we did. We did do that.
thumbs up sign when you want me to start, okay?
Okay, yeah, we're so just so everyone knows, welcome to the very unconventional way we're going to be presenting this. Joe and I right now are going through the list of attendees, and whenever we see a name of an educator or a student, we're promoting you to panelists so that we can see your video. So once you get promoted to panelist, turn on your video so we can see your screen, or see your face rather, not your screen, don't worry. We just want to see your smiling faces. Thank you. So it'll take us a few minutes while we're going through and doing that, but I know that Chef Robert and Dr. Emily Knight will be able to introduce everything and talk a little bit about how we're going to do this sort of unconventional award ceremony. So y'all can kick it off.
All right. Well, howdy, everybody. Welcome. We'd much rather be in San Antonio doing this and standing in front of y'all, but we will do this in the unconventional setting of my house here in Leander, Texas. But excited to be here. Thank you all for inviting me to do this. As y'all know, it's always a highlight of my year to be able to do this ProStart competitions. And so we're excited to kind of talk a little bit here, kick this off, and then I'll shoot it over to Emily, who's actually going to announce the winners for us. So I'll move quickly so we can get to the most important part. So. But we're glad y'all here. We hope y'all are being safe and healthy. We just want to first acknowledge, unfortunately, we had to cancel the state competition, as everybody knows. Unfortunately, nationals also had to be canceled. The health and safety of our students, educators, volunteers, and guests is our utmost priority for us. And we sincerely hope that you are being safe and healthy out there, and we can get back to the new norm, hopefully here pretty soon. We know y'all put months and months of hard work and practice along with your teachers, mentors, and coaches, and we appreciate y'all taking the effort again this year. We know what it takes to do it, and we know it's not easy, so we truly appreciate y'all doing it. As in many other cases, other states, the ProStart states, we're not able to compete. Here in Texas, we're able to at least host 2 events this year, and based on that, we're able to reward placements by combining the scores the teams earned in 2 regional competitions this year. So that's kind of how we with the finals here at this announcement today. I would like to once again give special thanks out to all of our judges, volunteers, board of trustees for the participation in the 2 events and their continued support of the Texas ProStart program and the Education Foundation. These make these events a huge success. Play an instrumental role in the competitions. And of course, None of this would be possible without our generous support of our TRA Education Foundation partners. I'm going to name them really quickly. The Texas Beef Council, Ecolab, Benny Keith Foods, Autoclor, BJ's Restaurants, Coca-Cola, Texas Mutual, United Healthcare, La Dames de Escoffier, El Centro College, BMI, Nicholls State University, Hot Daddy Burger Bar, Jason's Deli, and Bright House Kitchen Power. Thanks again to each and every one of these sponsors for taking the time and dedication that they show for the Texas ProStart program. We know it's hard out there for a lot of these companies right now also, so we appreciate their support as we move forward. At this time, I also like to thank the schools, post-secondary schools, offering the top 3 teams in each category scholarships today. Your teachers will be contacted with those details. So TRAEF will be sending those details over to the educators, so you'll have that. The following schools provided scholarships: Scoffier School of Culinary Arts, the Culinary Institute of America, Johnson & Wales, and the Culinary Institute of Virginia. So thank you to those schools for their continued support of the ProStart program and offering those scholarships. Teams, you will receive your trophies via the instructors. So instructors, you'll get the trophies. I believe Susan has those already. We'll either send those to you, a picture of those so you can kind of see what those look like, but they'll be coming your way here after the announcements are done. So last and not least, I'd like to especially recognize the students and the parents. We say this at the end of all the competitions. Again, we know what it takes and the time and effort that y'all put into it, and parents and grandparents, the time that they're away from their children and give you their children to you chef instructors. So we appreciate all them in their time and efforts that they put into their students' education. So thank you very much for that. So with that, I'm going to be done. That was pretty quick, right? Was that good? I did good, right?
Great.
All right. So Emily, you want to take over? Emily Knight, the CEO of the Texas Restaurant Association and TR Education Foundation, say a few words, and then she's going to give us the winners. So Emily, it's all yours.
Excellent. Hi, everyone. I have to say this has become sort of the norm for us, is these video calls, in some cases with hundreds of people. And this is actually a lot more fun. I just came off an SBA call, which is the Small Business Administration. And I can tell you that content is a little tougher to get through than awarding students the recognition you all earned. You know, it kind of came to me as you need to make some inspirational comments. And I just thought, you know, that's really tough right now because I have 2 14-year-olds that have had so many things canceled. And all of you have so many things have been canceled, our young people. And so if you think about it, we started this journey, many of us, just a couple months ago in Dallas, and we had a competition. And at that point, I think this whole COVID-19 was sort of maybe something people were talking about. And then we went to Round Rock, where we had to elbow everyone, even though my friend Robert Hale said we should do big hugs to the judges. We did our elbows, and we really wanted to be safe because we wanted to keep students safe and our judges safe and all of our partners. And if we go from that moment to sitting here today on the 1st of April, I don't think anybody could have imagined this. And so I just want to acknowledge first that, you know, we didn't get to go to San Antonio. And from my perspective, the team, we waited as long as we could, right? Yvonne has been over this program for probably since its inception and really try to do everything we could to have this in San Antonio. But it really came to the point where we had to take the guidance of the health department, and many of your schools began closing. And once they began to close, there was no way. But we then thought, okay, maybe we can do something and get 2 teams, or, you know, we thought very strategically about how to get you to DC. And then of course, DC followed, and now DC, I don't think you can even get in there out of there today. So I think the most important message I have for you is, does this mean that all the work that you did, does it mean that every night that you stayed till 10 o'clock with your teammates, that countless hours your instructors put in that are so far outside of their daily responsibilities, that all of that doesn't matter anymore and that you sort of just write off this year? You know, I choose to believe not. I actually choose to believe that all that preparation, all the work you did and the things you've learned, and we can go through them: accountability, being somewhere on time and being accountable to your teammates, working through, I mean, I sat with some teams listening to your management presentations. I mean, you created a concept that frankly could be brought to life. You have to learn how to actually work with a team when you disagree. And that's a great important life skill. You had to work with a teacher and at your teacher become almost a mentor and guide and a friend, by still keeping that line of keeping you in check and making sure you were on track to be the best you possibly could be. You learn new content, you learn new skills. Some of the culinary students, the things you did were college or frankly industry level. They were so impressive. And so the worst thing you can do is to simply say the year is over and you're now playing video games and enjoying your life. And I just choose to believe that all that work was not to prepare you to compete, but it was really to prepare you for life. And if we think about the life stage, that's a lot bigger than Washington, D.C. and much bigger than San Antonio. So I would really love for you just to reflect on the fact that all of this will still be put to good. I'm really sad. The team can tell you I was really sad this weekend when my notification popped up last weekend to go to San Antonio on the flight. And I was sitting here in Dallas. And so I want to recognize sort of the disappointment, but also say to you that you need to take this with you. You all are living through something that even back to my parents have never experienced before. And part of this, getting through this, is going to be sort of what you take with you. And so from all of us at the Education Foundation, those seniors, we know this is, I can't relate. I can empathize. I can't imagine this being my senior year, but you're going to be okay. And you're going to go off and do great things. And if it's going into college and we can support those efforts with our great education partners, if it's going into the industry and you're completing your senior year and we can make those connections for you, we're not going away. And for all of the teachers, thank you, because I know right now you're trying to transition into an online environment in some cases, and that's really different and quite difficult. I think you'll see some things coming out that creatively we're working with one of our great online partners and trying to bring some materials to you all, and Yvonne has done a really nice job with that. So more to come if you haven't already heard, but I think we're going to get some ways to engage all these students sitting at home. But take this opportunity to practice your craft. Talk to your friends on the telephone. I guess you don't do that really. I guess you text them while you're playing games. Text with your friends, share ideas, and for our culinary students, practice. Get a little bit of your savings there and ship some groceries and practice in your kitchen. I can tell you that soon I'm going to be, I don't know, on that TV show where the people have to lose weight, because my daughter bakes every single day, and that's all she does right now. And so I need to kind of slow that down, but I'm watching her grow into someone who loves baking. So practice your craft. We're here for all the juniors, sophomores. Please stay in the program from a standpoint of start thinking about next year, because we will be back. We'll be very strong. And in the meantime, stay close to us at the Education Foundation. For all of you that win scholarships today, make sure you contact us. We will help you on that journey. That hasn't gone away at all. We may just do it virtually through the end of the year. And then for our juniors, expect next year that we will have one weekend where everyone's going to compete in Texas together. And it's going to be just sort of, we call an education summit for all those that love learning about and being part of food. So that's to come. So on that note, and I didn't know this before I opened this meeting today, that I get to announce the winners. So what I would love you to do is to say a couple things. The National Restaurant Association Education Foundation is going to provide a $150 gift card to the first place culinary management teams. And I'm hoping that when the world reopens again, you will go out and use that to hopefully celebrate with your team. Additionally, they're going to be providing $1,500 scholarships to each state championships team seniors. So you have another $1,500 to go towards the very generous scholarships that many of our education partners have already provided. And that'll be for all those students finishing this year in 2020. So what I'd like to do is, and Anna may have to help me, but for all the students and teachers on the line, if you could just unmute as I call out your school name, it would just be like a lot more fun if you could make some noise, because we still want to celebrate, we still want to feel special, even though we're all more than 6 feet apart. So if you can do that, and Anna, tell me when everyone's ready, and I will start to call off the winners.
Okay.
Hi, Michael. Yep. Hey, Gary. There's Gary Johnson.
Hey, how is everybody?
Hey, Gary.
Did many of you see that face that competed? Gary led the management judges this year. And so it's nice to see you. Nice. Hi there. Hey, Tenzin, how are you? I'm seeing all these young people pop up. It's so cool to see you all. Okay, so let's start with third place management. And the third place management winner is John Marshall High School. Yay! Maddie too. Hey, Maddie. All right, so now we're going to get to the third place culinary team. And the third place culinary team is Ben Barber Innovation Academy.
Woo! Way to go, Ben Barber! One team!
One dream!
One team!
One dream! We have to do that or we get in trouble. So congratulations, Chef.
Susan is showing off the trophies, by the way.
Oh,
I saw that.
Do y'all see the trophies?
Yes.
They're nice.
Awesome.
So we will get these very safely
nice.
to you. Thank you, Susan. I'm sorry. I can only see 8 of you at a time in my little window. So, okay. So now we're going to go on to second place. Second place for management. The second place management team is Dr. Jean Burton College and Career Academy.
Yay!
Oh.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
Woo!
Good job, Chef.
Yeah, good job, everyone. And let's go to second place culinary, Azle High School.
Here we go, Azle. Here we go, John.
Very much. Good
All
job, guys.
right. Congratulations. And now we get to the first place in management and the first place in culinary. So the first place in management this year is Ben Barber Innovation Academy.
Here we go, BBIA. Woo! One team!
And the first place in culinary this year for 2020 is Dr. Jean Burton College and Career Academy.
Go! Way to go, Burton.
Chef, top team.
Woo!
Yay. And so we will couple things. We're going to get your awards to you. We're going to get the money to you. We would love, more than anything, we'll do a release on this, just we'll highlight the students and teachers. And if you weren't one of the top 3, and we said this before, right, you came and competed, and that's actually better than about 80% of the schools in Texas. So a huge congratulations to you all as well. Super proud. This is a little bit weird, but even seeing your faces just sort of makes it more real. And so before I turn it over, I really mean this. We're here. We're actually locked in our homes like you. So if you need something, or one of you is thinking about, going to college and how do you figure that out, reach out to Yvonne, and she'll reach out, to me. But we're going to help you through that process, even if we don't see you right now at this moment. And so I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Hale, to Robert, to actually close for us. And one more just congratulations from me and the entire team.
Thank you, Mrs. Knight. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you, Emily. Great job, everybody.
Good job, Gracie.
Just like to, like Emily said there, it's great to see everybody's faces. Great to see everybody smiling. Congratulations to all the teams. Congratulations to the top 2 winning teams in management and culinary. From the Beef Council, we'll be sending your teachers a little bit of swag for you guys. So be on the lookout for that. And we appreciate it being a part of this for so many years. And we look forward to next year. Like Emily said, we're going to condense that down to 1 next year. So we're excited about that. Details will be coming more on that as we go along. We're excited to come back even stronger than we have in the past. And we think that 1 competition with everything we're going to have around it education-wise and such is really going to be a great thing for Texas. So we're excited for that. Everybody continue to be safe. We miss y'all. We miss seeing your faces, but glad we were able to see you online here. So reach out to anybody like I talked to you guys about at the competition. You follow that advice and you shake hands and you got some cards and you met a lot of people. These people are here to help you, right? We're here for you. So seniors going out, if you have any questions, if you need anything, please reach out to us. We're happy to help. Educators too. If you need anything, you know where to find us. So everybody be safe out there. We look forward to seeing you soon. Okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Excellent.
All
Bye,
right,
guys. Congratulations.
Awesome.
Good job.
Congratulations,
Good
everyone.
job, Casey.
Can everyone just wave one more time? Wave.
Everyone wave.
Thank you much, Mrs. Knight.
Everybody. Awesome.
Thanks, guys. Be safe.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye, guys. Thank you for the experience.
Bye.
Bye.